Hey Trixie, what about a video about the German weekdays? I think that could be interesting. Just do it! Okay. Hey Rabbits, it's Trixie, and if I were to decide today would be called Bad Hair Day or Bad Eyeliner Day or Bad Face Day for simplicity reasons. No matter how hard I tried, no matter what I touched. So somehow we have to be okay with that today. But of course this day is not officially called Bad Face Day. I usually upload my videos on Sunday 10 AM Germany time, so chances are high that today is Sunday. The German name for Sunday is Sonntag, which literally means Sunday.
Wow, that sounds like this is going to be a very exciting video.
Psst! Okay, I agree, Sunday and Sonntag are basically the same thing. But what about Tuesday and Dienstag, Thursday and Donnerstag, and Saturday and Samstag? Where do the names for the weekdays come from? Why do some of them differ so much in German and English? What do their names actually sound like, and what should they be called to match what we feel about them? This and more in today's episode. So let's start from the very beginning.
Oh my.
Long ago, people decided that 1 week has 7 days. But, what now? What names should they give them? Heaven knows. So they all faced the sky and saw the sun or the moon. How am I supposed to know which time of the day it was when all of this happened? And they had the glorious idea to name the weekdays after the sun, the moon, and 5 planets. Important to know, back then some of these heavenly bodies also stood for Roman gods. And it's fascinating because weekdays in certain other languages still resemble these very old original names. The French ones, for example. Mercredi, Mercredi, Iovis, Jeudi. However, the English as well as the German weekdays that we know today are based on the Germanic name equivalents for these Roman gods. Mars became Thor, Jupiter became Thor, and so on. Since all of this is pretty complicated, here's a table for everyone that's interested. Now you may already recognize the similarities between back then and now. Tur turns into Tues and you get Tuesday. Thor or Thor sounds like Thur, so we get Thursday. But how is that the same thing as Dienstag and Donnerstag? Of course you would expect some slight disparities between the English and German names, since we're talking about 2 separate languages. Maybe Tiertag and Tuesday or Turstag and Thursday. But Dienstag? Donnerstag? What happened there? If the weekdays in both languages are based on the same god's names, why do they still differ so much? Well, first of all, because the names of gods are freaking confusing and weird. It's already hard to accept that Merkur is kinda the same thing as Wodan, depending on whether we're talking about the Roman or Germanistic god names. So they're like God equivalents. Hallo, ich heiße Elfriede, aber meine Freunde nennen mich Wolfgang. Hi Horst! Klaus Renate, hey! But even when you chose for either the Roman or Germanistic approach, due to various etymological origins, every god has like a quadrillion versions of his name. Tyr, for example, can also be Tiu, Tius, Tsiu, Tif, or Tig. Why just one name if you can have 10? Ihr Sohn soll wirklich Lutz Norbert Karl Felix Werner Wilhelm Schorsch heißen? Lutz Norbert Karl Felix Werner Wilhelm Schorsch Müller, genau. Benannt nach seinen 7 Großtanten. Gott habe sie selig. Tanten? Aber sind das nicht alles? Sie hatten alle einen ausgeprägten Damenbart, okay? Thor or Thor, on the other hand, can also be Dona. Dona! Donnerstag! There we go. So that's one of the reasons why the names for the German and English weekdays differ, even though they describe the same kind of god. But it still doesn't explain all the discrepancies. What about Wednesday and Mittwoch, for example, or Saturday and Samstag? With some imagination, you can say that Wednesday sounds like Wodan and Saturday sounds like Saturn. I doubt that you would have even noticed, but for some reason there is no Germanistic version for Saturn. That's still the Roman god name there. Mittwoch and Samstag, however, are not just based on different versions of these names. They're different because they were influenced by Christian ideology. Christian missionaries obviously didn't like the idea that much that the weekdays were based on the names of gods they didn't believe in. So they tried to modify their names and at least managed to turn Wednesday into Mittwoch, middle of the week. Bravo, Christians! Very creative. And Saturday into Sonnabend, the day before Sunday, or Samstag, the Sabbat, Shabbat. To sum it up, German and English weekdays have the same roots, which are the sun, the moon, and super confusing Germanistic and Roman god names. Apart from that, some of the German names have been influenced by Christian movements. Now we're all smarter knowing that. Cool! And also, Not cool, because who thinks of gods and planets nowadays when we talk about the weekdays? When I hear Freitag, I don't care about Fria, goddess of motherhood, marriage and housekeeping. Yes, housekeeping. Now you know what you're supposed to do on a Friday. I see frei and I see Tag. Free day, which is totally a trap because for most people in Germany, Freitag is a completely casual workday. In fact, following this concept, Monday to Friday should all be called Dienstag, which does not make me think of Thor, god of law and glory, but of Dienst and Tag, service, work or duty day. So Dienstag, 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 Freitag, Freitag or Schultag, 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 Freitag, Freitag would make much more sense. It might be slightly confusing. Du, die Grillparty, war das am Dienstag oder am Dienstag? Hä? Keins von beidem. Ich dachte am Dienstag. Ah, Mist, am Dienstag kann ich aber nicht. But at least it's realistic. Montag makes me think of Mon. Yes, there's an H missing, but who cares? Happy Poppy Day. Donnerstag is Thunder Day, makes sense, and Sonntag is Sunday. Which is nice, but ridiculous. Come on, 1/7 of all weekdays are called Sunday in Germany, where summer looks like this. If you ask me, a more realistic approach would be something like this. But that would only fuel the stupid stereotype that Germans talk way too much about the weather. So scrap all of this, we're gonna do our own thing. Monday is Nervtag. Annoying day. Not only is it the first day of the week, Mondays are generally evil. They have this Murphy's Law vibe to them. Tuesday, wenigstens nicht mehr gestern Tag. At least it's not yesterday anymore day. Still another work day, 3 more days to go until the weekend, but we're on it. Wednesday, Hälfte geschafft Tag, half done day. You at least made it through half of the weekend is coming closer. Thursday. Ich wünschte, es wäre schon morgen Abend Tag. I wish it was tomorrow evening already day. We all know how Thursdays feel. Friday. Feierabend Tag. Feierabend can mean 2 things in German. Home time or party evening. Both fits a Friday pretty well, so nailed it. Saturday, depending on what kind of Feierabend you chose, Endlich freizeittag, finally leisure time day, or Kater Ausschlaftag, sleeping off the hangover day. Sunday, fast schon wieder Nervtag. Almost annoying day again. Yes, Sunday is another free day, but let's face it, it's not the same as Friday evening or Saturday. We can already smell the upcoming Monday. It already haunts us from the future. So, do you agree? Can we rename the weekdays like that? Awesome. Now to top this video off, here are some weekday fun facts.
Woohoo! That sounds almost as exciting as Sheldon Cooper's Fun with Flags. You know what? Maybe you should invite Sheldon and Amy for next episode. I can imagine that you 3 share the same level of talent for entertaining people and will get along well.
In some regions of Germany, for example in Bavaria, Dienstag is also called Ertag or Erchtag, which refers to Arestag. Ares is the Greek god of war. Again, something like an equivalent to Mars. And yes, looks like Roman gods and Germanic gods haven't been enough yet. Let's throw some random Greek gods in there too. When we learned the English names for the weekdays in school, I remember that everyone found Tuesday very funny. Because in German that looks like Tu es Day, which means do it day. Definitely Shia LaBeouf's favorite weekday, I suppose. Just do it! Wednesday, on the other hand, was the weekday that everyone found most difficult to memorize. You know, since it was so different to the German Mittwoch. To help myself remember, I secretly called it Bettness Day. Bettness Day, wetness day, which would literally mean wet your bed day in German. A bit nasty, but still very proud of this little trick. Alright, rabbits, that's all I have for you on this topic. I hope that you found this video interesting, helpful, and also a bit amusing. If so, please leave a thumbs up because that would make me really, really happy. By the way, I'm very sorry if I mixed something up in the middle with all this god name stuff. It was very difficult to get this straight in my own head and then explain it to you in the least confusing way. So yeah, tried my best there and I hope I got it right. Did you know all the things that I told you in this video? What are the weekdays called in other languages than German and English? And most importantly, what's your opinion? What should they be called? Let's find new, perfectly fitting names for the weekdays together. Post them in the comments. Of course, as always, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and here is another video that you should definitely check out as well. Subscribe to Don't Trust the Rabbit for more videos like this one, and if you want to support my channel even a bit more, you can also find me on Patreon. I would really appreciate your help. Now, no matter what day it is, I wish you a good one, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!